Hey guys, Aaron here, back in the garage today. This time my friend Zach is over here and we're gonna do a little work on his car. So he brought his 2015 435i M Sport over, and what are we gonna do on this thing today?
We are going to swap out the catless downpipes, the VRSF catless downpipe that's on there now. We're gonna swap it out with the high flow VRSF catted downpipe. And we're also going to replace the stock intercooler with an ARM Motorsports 11-inch.
That sounds like a lot of fun, so let's get started. All right, so his engine bay is super clean and pretty, so I'm proud of you. Good job there.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna start by removing our engine cover. And if yours isn't as clean as his, clean it up, make it nice and pretty.
Don't look too closely. Start looking at the main seals.
So now I get to compare this engine to mine on the M4.
Right. So these guys just clip out. So that's the pre-turbo sensor, and that's the post-turbo O2 sensor, and then we'll pop both these guys out.
It's a plastic clip that you lift up.
Right. I've done this one in a while. Here.
Yeah, the thing I've learned about BMWs is they like making different connectors. Every single one seems to be different somehow. Okay. And luckily this one's pretty new, so it's less likely they'll fall apart like the E46 that I'm working on.
The brittle ones. All right, so these guys will just, so it's just a straight shot down there. So when they come back up, they'll just come back up through this little aperture from there.
So is this the part we're gonna tie a string onto to get them back in?
Oh, we can. We can go ahead and drop a little bit of string down there.
You got plenty of room down here.
Yeah, so wait, yours, you're roughly the same engine, right? Just with some additional tuning.
Yeah, I think so. The S55, because this is the N55.
Yeah, so that's cylinder 6. Is it as bad for you as it is
for
me back there?
That's a fun one to get to.
I've got like a combination of like 9 universal joints I use to get that thing out. I've done plugs in this guy twice.
Just tucking that down there so we can pull those wires back up easily next time.
Yeah, should do it.
All right.
Time to go underneath.
All right, time to put the 2-post lift into action again.
All right, so the mid pipe to the downpipe right here. One bolt's got to go, and then the one that's up against the turbo itself, the turbo outlet up there. He's going to be kind of tricky, so we're going to need something, an extension, possibly even a universal joint or something to get back there. That's actually it's not too bad. All right. And I believe that's 12.
All right, so this thing is a 16 millimeter.
Just pry him out open. Should be able to.
Now could be the time for gloves now.
Yeah. Really don't want to.
It's not
I don't really
threaded through there, is it?
No, I don't want to go too hard on that because I want to hurt the flange on the other side of the downpipe. I'm just popping this off a thread, then
Hit the bottom with a hammer, maybe? The bottom threads?
possibly. Yeah, if I just get them to come loose right there.
Yeah.
Replacement band clamp, so that if this guy takes a beating, then.
Gentle persuasion.
Yeah, a little bit. If I just get them back up over this downpipe. There we go. All right. There he is off the mid pipe. Now let's go up here and get him off of there. So there was an original mount. So this is where the original was mounted to.
I see, yeah.
But the aftermarket one's not going to get mounted on him, so that should make things easier. Right there on the bell housing.
So I think it's a 13 millimeter.
That's okay, yeah. At least the one on the one from FCP Euros. Just a matter of getting them on there. Oh, God. Curse these short arms. That should not be that easy.
See, that's why you do your own work. You don't let people leave it untorqued like that.
Let's see if I can twist it all. Same problem that's up there as I had down here. Is that clamp probably doesn't want to let go. Really no room to move around here. This guy's hinged. But it's not have to come off. Aaron, would you mind holding this mid pipe?
Yeah.
As best you can. Actually, it's really not.
Pull it back.
Well, I don't know that you can.
Down.
Just a couple things in the wrong spot here. So get this. Get this called on something. Be wise not to yank that out. Come up. Yeah, that's it. CD joint. Oh. Seems unusual that mid pipe would be.
Oh, it's attached right here. So we could remove this and it flex a lot.
Yeah.
All right, so just a couple e-torques to get this little mount off. Gives us a little more play back here.
All that was needed.
There she is.
All right. There's her and all of her unfiltering glory. All right, so the old catless downpipe is off, and while we replace this, we're going to go ahead and replace the V-band clamp that connects to the turbo, as well as the clamp that we use to remove the downpipe from the mid pipe. But you can see there, here on the turbo housing on the outlet, there's a gasket right there, that little ring on the inside. We're going to go ahead and take that guy off too, because I'm going to go ahead and replace him.
Gotcha.
And he should just pull right out. He should just pull right out, but we'll see. Oh boy. Of course, I'll have to get in there with a pick and get him out.
One of them was at least. Taking the O2 sensors off because in the new garage I cannot find my O2 sensor socket. All right, out with the old and
Out with the old VRSF catless. in with the VRSF.
So this is a wife required.
Yeah. This is a wife with EPA required. Yeah.
Save the environment, save the neighbors some sleep.
That's it. Save the environment, cut down on the RASP. For sure.
That was pretty there.
Yeah, it's
Because you're going to see that a lot. So.
yeah, right. This doesn't have to make the edit, but this company gets a lot of shit for their for quality control and inconsistency on welds and stuff.
Yeah.
But this one, this actually was pretty good. Yeah. And there was one of the first attempts at this. They didn't have the bongs lined up correctly, and so by the time you got your O2 sensors in, the cable wasn't long enough to take it up to the connector.
So I assume this one's a lot more expensive since it has cat materials in it.
Really, I think it's probably only. I mean, it's right around $100 more. So I don't know what quality we're dealing with here on this, on that catalyst, but reviews are generally pretty favorable of this model. All right, we're gonna do a little better job torquing these.
You want an actual right-sized wrench for that?
Have you got one?
All right, 22 millimeters. That was factory torque spec right there. So
Yeah, it was.
I heard the click.
You heard it click. That's the factory torque spec right there.
Click, click.
One more drill. That's better than I found it.
One more UGA. Gasket.
Yeah, I already put in the new one.
Okay.
Yep. Just in case. I mean, the other one hadn't been on but for a little over a year, so I just figured I didn't know what I was going to find. So
Yeah, might as well.
yeah. I think it's basically the same. The same both sides, right? Yep.
Yeah.
That way, so I can get
Every way's easier to get a wrench in.
right.
Hold this guy. It's a game of rotation and finding the right angle.
That's right. Yeah. Arms rest. That probably would have been a good time to fire a little strings.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
I like that string idea. It's crafty.
Well, that's definitely the trickiest part of this thing. Getting this guy on. Luckily, it's got a little plastic washer in there to keep it from falling out.
That's nice.
All right, it's
Took your feelings into consideration a little bit at least.
just a little bit. Let's see, angle here too, right? So different angles at play here. The angle coming off the turbo and the angle going in the mid pipe. I guess that's probably.
Do you want to go ahead and put this bracket back on so we make sure the angle's...
I think it's probably pretty good. Let me get this V-band clamp on here.
All right.
Oh boy. I wonder if I played that right. No way. There's no way. You can't see it there. All right. Let's come back out. I'm going to set the V-band clamp on the turbo housing and the turbo outlet.
I like that plan.
A little bit of room to work. There. Good. That's it. Hey, look at there.
Hey.
Can I get you to hold
Just
this
hang
guy?
it.
Right. I know, right? gloves and goner. Let me just it's tricky.
Why is it so far away?
There we go. That's the one.
We're gonna know how to do this before too long.
Guys, if you need your downpipe changed, please take it somewhere else. And, all right, we are made it up against the turbo. That should have happened the first time. All right, so let's make sure angle here is generally pretty good. I made it a pair of hands while you stay flush against the turbo outlet, and I'll try to finagle
That clamp.
that V-band clamp.
All right, we went ahead and replaced these first so this can get lined up a little bit better.
We knew exhaust work was so tricky.
So just going with the old clamp to prevent having to form the new one back down, maybe.
Well, I think it's probably easier just to bend the new one back.
Bend the new one.
Do you have anything strong enough to bend this guy, to grip this guy back?
Maybe. Yeah, we can find something.
What's not clear to me is whether or not these teeth are supposed to go in. Yeah, I see. Yeah, there's inner teeth and outer teeth. Yeah, I see. Yeah, we were on the right path. Yeah.
All right, so the inner ones keep it from falling off. Yeah. Outer ones keep it from going too far out.
Yeah, something like that. All right.
Nice.
All kind of comes back together now. All right, I guess I'll take.
Feel good?
Yeah, I don't know. It almost feels like, you see this? It looks like that clamp is on. It's more wrapped around the mid-pipe flange here than it does on this side. Is that? And if the fatigue here is any indication,
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
that's where the old clamp was.
This is just
Now, I
just coloration.
Yeah, I haven't finished torquing it, but
Right.
it's lined up perfectly up top.
Yeah, should we tighten up top a little bit and then,
Come back to this guy.
yeah.
Come in the handy. I wonder if.
Easier way to reach it.
Yeah, I know some folks come up this way. There's the wastegate. Hey, look at there. Oh yeah, that's the way to do it. Well, I'll say that. It's still got jacked over on the other side. The band clamps come off up there. I could just get you. Just lift up over that flange. Come on now.
All right, new panel removal access strategy. Big old bolt holding that little panel.
Right? This better pay off.
T25.
Oh. Jiggle, jiggle on the wastegate. I really need this guy. It's just getting hung up in there. And then to the north is the underside of the exhaust manifold. And somewhere in between, it's just enough room,
The bare minimum.
to get this V-band clamp wrapped around both. I feel like I'm almost there.
Okay.
He's lined up. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Squeeze them together.
See how close I am?
Yes, here.
Man, this is tricky. This is by far the trickiest thing I've done in this car.
Imagine if you didn't have a 2-post lift to try to do this.
Oh my God. You know, people do this on their backs, on blocks, or on ramps. I would never do that. You guys are much more talented than I am. I need this guy to spin back around. I've kind of lost him here. I don't know what it's going to take to get this guy to start threading. Give him the distance, and I'm still a half an inch.
Yeah. You can film it here too. All right, so you can see the clamp right there. And just trying to tighten it up enough that the bolt can start being threaded. And you can stick your hand up in here and grab it. If I rotate it around to the top of the mount, it seemed to get a little closer, but it's, yeah, as I rotate it up, the bolt seems to be a little bit closer. Yeah, it's still really tough to get it in there. Yeah, so.
We can bring it back down.
So new plan, loosen this one back up a little bit, try to rotate the whole piece so that we can line both ends up better. So we got the,
Tired orange right
so
there.
we got the down pipe, we got that thread started. I don't know if there was really a secret to it that you would say.
No,
We kept the mid pipe loose and just kind of fiddled around, rotating and holding the down pipe in place, and a lot of brute force.
yeah. Locking.
Two-handed attempts to squeeze that clamp down and get it started.
A little bit of luck and iron resolve.
Yeah.
Now this guy
This is the one that should be a lot easier.
should be. Yeah, I like the idea of having to play in that mid pipe while we do this. Right, I'll tell you what, before we, well, probably do need him not fully on there so that we can,
You tighten the top one up all the way first,
yeah, I should probably go ahead and.
so we don't accidentally knock that off
What do
again.
we say he wants? He's a
13 maybe? All right, so there was just enough flex in this to have a two-man job. To pull this tight while we put this other ring on here, and got that one tightened down. Now just going up with a ratcheting wrench to make sure the top one is nice and tight. Fishing expedition, did we catch anything?
We did.
Yeah, very nice. Clicky, clicky.
I will want to remove this pink string. That is not spec. Oops.
All right, that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Give the video a thumbs up if it was helpful, and I'll see you on the next project.